Sunday morning. It's 8:01. I'm a couple of seconds late. You'll survive. How are you? Hope you're having a great start to the day. It is Sunday morning, the 5th. The 5th of February. We are rolling right along, aren't we? I'm first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week, chat about what's going on in the world of weather, and hopefully get your day started updated on the weather, maybe with a smile on your face, all of the things. I'm trying to go for all of the feels. Hopefully we can do that for you. Anyway, how you doing? Let's look outside. Downtown Orlando, we are looking great. Bright sunshine through the clouds. Let me take you to a different vantage point, a little bit more haze kind of from this angle. Into Lake Eola, you can see some blue sky, not too bad. Tourist district, a little haze up that way. Speaking of haze, up into Ocala, yeah, we've got some fog around. That's okay. That's all right. We can deal with it. Orlando International Airport, a little bit of haze around. Let's take you over to the beaches, shall we? Let's do it. New Smyrna Beach. What is that? Some offshore rain, looks like. Very cool shot. Let's head to Cocoa. Uh-oh, I see some rainfall. Melbourne. Uh-oh, I see some rainfall. Of course, I knew it was already raining. I had to take you on a journey, though. That's okay, though. That's okay. Shall we take a look and see what it's doing? First warning, live Doppler radar. Yeah, we're tracking some rainfall. The good news, first off, is that the metro, we're nice and quiet. Clean sweep, right? But we head over here to Brevard County. Not a clean sweep. Yeah, there's even pockets of heavier rain over here. Let me take you over to our first warning live Doppler radar. There you go. Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, back over to Merritt Island, watching some very heavy rainfall. Over to Port Canaveral even. There you go. You can see that rain around. The good news is embedded in there, we're not tracking, this is the velocity mode on our radar. We're not seeing anything too bad. No big wind gusts or anything. Just a good downpour, literally right over. It says Cape Canaveral, by definition, sure, but that's the location of Port Canaveral, okay? So we're right over 528, live sweep through. It's pouring there. It's not the most fun. Merritt Island, lighter rain over the 528 down State Road 3 to Tropical Trail. It's not bad. And then we come further to the south and right over the Melbourne Airport, which is where our Melbourne Tower Cam is. We're watching the rains falling there south of 192. And then into Mico and southern Brevard County, getting into Indian River County, more showers. And as a matter of fact, if we take a look around Yeehaw Junction, you can kind of see those showers starting to come together. Friends, that's the stuff that's going to be lifting into our area. So for what it's worth, know this. We are going to have showers in the forecast today. I think the models are doing a terrible job of this. You've got some models saying one thing, you've got some models saying another, and we're just kind of left to be like, all right, where are we going? Here's a look at the forecast. I'm going with a 30% coverage of showers through the day today, but essentially it's Brevard County getting rain and then just showers around other than that. But if you live in Brevard, it's almost going to be a washout of a day today. So let me show you. I think, for once, I think our Futurecast is not handling this weather situation all that well. That's not me to say that Futurecast is a bad model, because Lord knows I think it's done great with the hurricanes and many, many, many weather scenarios. I just don't think that it's initializing properly. Case in point, remember, garbage in, garbage out. This is what it says for right now. A few showers in Brevard County, okay? Let's look at the actual radar. More than a few showers, and a lot down into South Florida. If we go back to Futurecast, if we just look at its prognostication for right now, it's underdoing it a little bit. And basically what it's doing is it's wanting to fire everything up, but it's wanting to have it fire up and move away. And I just think it's picking up on this like little upper low in the Gulf of Mexico. So I personally think that our Futurecast is, at least in this model suite, not doing great. So let's look at the rapid refresh version of Futurecast, okay? It's a different version of Futurecast, and the nice thing is we've got several different runs of it, several different varieties. And you can see through lunchtime, mostly Brevard County, but keeping showers around the rest of Central Florida. I think that this is a little bit more of a feasible scenario where we get more widespread showers. All right, so that's kind of where we're at. Kenneth, good morning to you. Tanner over on YouTube, I made it to the morning talk. Also, is there anything going to be near Central Florida today? Is there? Yeah, there's going to be some showers around Central Florida today. If we look at the GFS, oh, that's already fine-tuned. Let's just do this one. GFS, you can kind of see it's lifting. Most of the shower activity is going to be from about I-4 off to the south and east, but I think that that's got a better idea of it too, is basically, keeping our northwestern areas drier, but bringing in some rains into the metro and a nice breeze too. And the European kind of mirrors that. So at any rate, today we're going to have showers. When we look at the 7-day forecast, we're going with overall a 50% coverage of rain. It's not going to all be at one time. We're just going to see those showers kind of cycling through little bit by little bit. All right. So that's kind of where we're at today. I'll be tracking the showers on our radar using Twitter and all that fun stuff. But yeah, for what it's worth, just know that we've got showers. For now, the dynamics do not look to be there, for stronger storms. We'll be watching. Thankfully, though, we're not looking at, a threat for stronger storms. Could we see some thunderstorms? Sure. But we're not anticipating anything to get too feisty. All right? So that's kind of where we're at. I got a headache. I need to go to sleep. But parents' life, that's not the way it works. All right? All right. Questions, comments, concerns, anything? Just watching the rain. All right, now, Monday, Tuesday, we start to look better. We start to look better and better and better. Let me show you the overall weather scenario, okay? So here we are for today, storm system off the coast. As it moves away, we look great for our Monday. Our Monday, fantastic. Our Tuesday, as a matter of fact, is fantastic. Our Wednesday, looking great. But Wednesday, we start to watch the next storm system, okay? It's going to be developing out west. As it does, it will bring some storms with it. It will arrive in our area Thursday, Friday, and as it does, it will first give us rain, and then it will bring up the cooler air, which then means a chill. Yeah. So we'll briefly get to the 80s Thursday, Friday with some storms. Then Saturday, Sunday, the temperatures drop. And to let you know, this is right what we had expected on our long-range forecast, right? It looks like we're going to get a nice hit of chillier temps. To illustrate the temperature drop, highs in the 60s, morning lows in the 40s, it looks like Sunday morning and Monday morning. Could even see some 30s Sunday morning and Monday morning. So it's about to get chilly again. And then we'll kind of gradually warm back up. But that's right when we had expected it on our long-range forecast. So as this is all kind of dialing in, these long-range forecasts that we put together all tie into this idea for the hurricane forecast. And I think that we've pretty much dialed in our cycle duration. I think we're all doing pretty good here. So I think all things are pretty great. I think all things are working pretty great. Sherry, you did a great job this morning. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate it very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yukon, don't anchors usually write some of what they read? How did that work for you? You just kind of had to roll with the punches. Sometimes you just have to do a little double duty. That's all. Listen, I'm going to say this. We are a team. And more importantly, I think that we are a family. I think that when you work these crazy hours that television is, you are more than just coworkers. You love the people you work with. Now, if they're a schmuck, then you don't love them. But let me tell you something. Let me let you in on a little secret. Nobody on this shift, I want to say it quietly so that nobody hears. Nobody on this shift is a schmuck. Everybody I work with on these shows is great. And when somebody needs a little love, somebody needs a little love. When somebody needs a little extra help, somebody needs a little extra help. So we all work together. And so when when there's a hole that needs to be filled, we're going to take care of it. We're going to take care of each other because we know each other's heart, we know each other's work ethic, and we know that when somebody else needs to help us, that they're going to be there. So that's just where it is. That's where we were this morning. And I could tell you, I couldn't do these shifts if I didn't have the great people that surround me. And I don't just mean, I swear to you, this is not PR mumbo jumbo. This is genuine. I'm looking over at Ping in the corner, doing his work. Good dude. There's just a good group of people. And so, we just take care of each other. So that's where today was. And today, at the end of the day, I was grateful to get to help out one of my dear, dear, dear friends. So that's that. Any questions about the day? Any questions? Anything? Any questions at all? It's going to rain today. Oh no. Thankfully, nothing too strong. We can handle it. And another thing that's kind of interesting is we're in the dry season, so rain isn't a bad thing. We just don't want it on a weekend, right? Like, come on. Does it have to be on a Sunday morning? In today's case, it does. All right, so let's look at where we are rainfall-wise. We are a little behind. In the rainfall department, all right? I don't think we're going to get 1.5 inches, 2 inches of rain. But we need a little bit, so it is what it is, all right? Any chance you could see the Daytona 500? I don't see it. I'm in a studio, though, with no windows. Oh, you mean the forecast? Here, let's look at the February forecast. Here we go. Here's the February. Understand, every time that I write the severe, it's because in those cycles there have been indicators of severe weather. Doesn't mean it's going to happen every time. So, for example, didn't have the Florida severe that moved through. The 6th and the 7th, that next storm system, doesn't look like it's going to be severe. There's just going to be some moisture around. Okay, but yeah, that 12th and 13th, that cold front coming this upcoming weekend, that's a doozy. That's the Christmas cold front coming back in. Okay, so that's that's kind of where we're watching. All right. Debbie says you've got a friend of me. What? You've got a friend in me. He's got like that goofy voice. You got a friend in me. Anyway, that is a terrible impression. I'm really sorry. So when is the 500? Daytona 500. Daytona 500 is, everybody tells me and I always forget, Sunday, February 19th. All right, so looks like showers will be around and those temperatures are going to be starting to warm up. What's interesting about the 500, you see how that's 20th and 21st is Florida severe? That's the repeat cycle of Nicole. Give me 2 seconds. Of course, I didn't prep this before, because why would I? I just want to look and see what the models are showing. So we'll do multi-parameter, precip type, thickness. All right, so, and then we'll change from United States to North America. Okay, so when I had my calendar, and I'll just pop it back up here. So I've got the 20th and 21st Florida severe. That's because that's the cycle of Nicole coming back through. So let's just look. Model not really picking up on. It's like there's Nicole. That's the piece of energy from Nicole's, like right there off of the East Coast and then kind of lifting up into the Northeast. All right, but that's the morning of, it looks like there's going to be showers around for the 500. That's kind of what it looks like there. So I've got on the 18th and maybe more the 19th, but either way, kind of in that ballpark. All right, so there'll be showers. It looks like temperature should be in the mild register for the 500. So for planning purposes, just keep that in mind. Jeannie says karaoke weather. I used to sing, and then the copyright algorithms pow-powed me. Oh well. First day of spring. Fact, Tom Hanks' real brother recorded some of the post-movie voiceovers for the Woody doll and other incarnations of Woody so that Tom Hanks did not have to do so. Is that true? Interesting. Do they have that similar of a voice? I would have never known that if that... I would have never known that. Beverly says, it will be nice to get some of the pollen to settle down. I know. My allergies are just beating the snot out of me. I'm ready for that. Yeah, I'm very much ready for that to happen. I'm very much ready for that to happen. Jim Hanks, that's a thing. There's a guy named Jim Hanks. He's an actor. Oh my gosh, he looks just like Tom Hanks' brother should look. Holy cannoli, you guys. Tom Hanks' brother did some of the running in the movie. He doubled for his brother. What? You guys. What? My mind is blown right now. This is what's fun is I feel like the weekend coffee talks are a little less formal, and we talk a little more about the other stuff in life. But y'all just blew my mind. Debbie says because Jim Hanks is Tom Hanks' brother. What? My brain hurts right now. He's an actor and cinematographer. I'm just looking, like his smile looks like Tom Hanks' brother should look. Like, what is happening here? He was in Forrest Gump. What? You guys just... This is going to take a minute to like process. They're not twins, Pussycat over on YouTube, but Google Jim Hanks and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that fits the bill. Kenneth says, yes, he says so in an interview to a British talk show host. That's crazy. Janice says it best. We learn something new here every day. It's true. Taylor, shocked Pikachu face. Don't say his brother looks like him. I know, right? I know. That's crazy. Now I got to look that up, Annie says. Oh, you do. You do. I mean, it's not, they're not identical twins or anything, but like you look and you're like, yeah, that fits the bill. Yeah, that fits the bill. Like just looking at him, it's like, wow, yeah, that's crazy. Okay, my brain hurts now. Time to make breakfast, Marie. That sounds good. All right, any questions, comments, concerns, anything, people? It's 8:18. I've got a Today Show cut-in coming up. It's going to be getting chilly next weekend. All right, and we've got some storms coming in on Friday. We'll be watching those. Yukon, do Frank and Eric sound alike? Well, Yukon, we had Frank on Coffee Talk. We did. Frank's also like 45 years older than I am. Is he even in here to defend himself today? All right, that's all I got. I'm tired. I was running around Disney with the kids yesterday. And we've tried to, parents, you'll appreciate this. Eric he's almost 5 now. We're trying to not have him depend on a stroller. So we're back to using the single stroller, which means Eric is on foot, which is great, which means I'm holding his hand the whole time, which means he's pulling me and pushing me, and which I love this, but I'm tired. I think I hit the bed at 8 o'clock last night, put Cheers on because we're watching it, and I must have missed like 4 episodes of Cheers. I just fell asleep. It's funny, I fell asleep watching Cheers. I was like, no, I'm good. It's like 8 o'clock, close my eyes. I'm like, no, I'm just closing my eyes for a second. 5 minutes later, it was this morning. You ever have that? Where you're like, oh, here we are. Alarm goes off and it's time to go. Taylor says, we love it, but it's exhausting. Oh, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. Took Eric, I have to show you, took Eric yesterday, was a big first day. Took Eric on a couple of rides for the first time. This is he and I on Soarin' for the first time, because he's hit that height. So this is he and I on Soarin' for the first time. All right. Big boy. And then, I don't know that I got a picture of him, but this is the vehicle that he built for Test Track, which I despised that ride because the line is just such a pain in the tuchus. But it was great. It was great. So Janice says, take a nap. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Pat says, cherish all of these moments. Rest when you can. That's what I'll do. You know I'm going to cherish them. I'm also going to rest when I can. All right? All right, today's show coming up in just a couple of minutes. Listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day, would you? Huh? Be good. Thank you for hanging out. I will see you all on Coffee Talk tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Debbie says, wow, I was at Epcot yesterday. Didn't see you. So crowded. It was so crowded, but Debbie, you better believe if you did see me, you better have said hello. That's an order or a very nice nudge. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for Coffee Talk. Hey, I'm off this week, Monday, Tuesday. I'm off this week, Monday, Tuesday. My days are all bloop. Yeah, well, I'm working sunrise Thursday, Friday. So it's a party. It's a party in the USA. All right, I'll see y'all later. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great Sunday. Stay dry. Bye.